Alright, so you guys know the deal. Friday will be the last day of the trade deadline, and it's gonna be pretty interesting, guys, because there's a lot of rumors coming out. Max Scherzer might be moving. Trevor Story might be moving. The Nats are selling Trey Turner as well. I mean, there's a lot of players going around. There's a lot of interesting moves going around, and it's gonna be fun to see what approach teams are gonna take, if they're gonna be sellers or buyers. But yeah, here are my rankings for so far, which will be week. I don't remember the title though. So yeah, let's go ahead and get right into the video, guys. And yeah. So for number one, I have the San Francisco Giants. I mean, the San Francisco Giants had a pretty good week against the Dodgers, with 2 inning comebacks, and it's pretty solid overall. However, they will have to make a tough choice of whether they want to make a push this year with the team they have, or whether they want to keep their prospects and save them up for the future and like the next 4 or 3 years. It's gonna be a very tough choice for them to make, because there's going to be people that wants the short-term success, maybe a playoff run this year, and some of the people might want for them to save their prospects and push in like 2 or 3 years down the road. So they have a really tough choice to make, and they're still the best team in baseball in my opinion, at least for this week. So yeah. Number two, the Houston Astros. I mean, the Houston Astros are shaping up to be the best team in the AL. After sweeping the Rangers and beating the Cleveland Indians last week, they looked pretty good. They may be going against. I mean, they may be going after some arms. That's what they really need. Probably a new center fielder as well. I'm really missing George Springer. But other than that, I mean, other than some arms for the pitching staff and the center fielder, these guys are pretty set to go. And yeah, number two. Number three, not so far behind the Houston Astros. I got the Tampa Bay Rays. I mean, the Rays went 5-2 after the All-Star break. They acquired Nelson Cruz, who will help them make a push. And I mean, yeah, Nelson Cruz was probably the best bet available on the market, and they did manage to get him. So that's pretty good on them. Number four, the Boston Red Sox. I mean, they're coming off a pretty good series against the Yankees. I mean, they pretty much knocked them out of contention in my opinion. But yeah, Chris Sale should come back pretty soon. He made a rehab assignment where he had 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 earned runs, and 3.5 innings. So yeah, Red Sox fans, expect Sale in the next couple of weeks. Number five, the Dodgers. The Dodgers are far from the team that everybody expected them to be. With all these injuries and stuff. But I mean, guys, they're still playing pretty well, second in their division, behind the surprising Giants. Expect a big move from them, because they're the Dodgers and they will spend, at this trade deadline. Number six, the Brewers. I mean, the Brewers took care of business last week. They beat the White Sox. They will probably increase their lead in their division, as it will face Pittsburgh 9 out of 20 times in the next 20 games, obviously. So yeah, I mean, yeah, they're probably going to run away with the division in the next couple of games. Number seven, the Padres. The Padres added Adam Frazier. This is great news for them, because it allows their roster to be a lot more versatile, as they could probably move around Crone and bench Hosmer, who's having a pretty bad year. So yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty good move for the Padres, and that's why I have number 9. 8, the White Sox. I mean, the White Sox lost their series to the Brewers, and they are 21-28 against teams above 500. I mean, if this team continues to struggle against teams above 500, I don't know if they should be considered a contender, because in order to be a contender, you have to beat good teams on a consistent basis, and that's not what the White Sox are doing. So, it's probably the AL Central padding their stats, but as long as they don't beat teams, good teams, they're not going to be contenders in my book. But right now, number 8 for them, it's pretty good. Number 9, the Mets. The Mets continue to win despite their injury-riddled roster. They are now leaving the rest of the NL East as they continue to struggle. Number 10, the Mariners. Surprisingly, they've been pretty good this season. They're 23-11 since June 12th, and and cut the A's lead in second place, and could push for the wild card if they make some moves. And then at number 11, I have the A's. I mean, yeah, like I just said, they had 3 losses to the Seattle Mariners, which isn't very good. And like I said earlier, they're only a game and a half in front of the Mariners, so they gotta, they gotta figure it out before the Mariners overtake them and take their second place spot. Number 12, the Phillies. According to Dave Dombrowski, the Phillies will be active buyers. I mean, there hasn't been any signs of that yet, but there's 2 days to go to the trade deadline on Friday, so who knows, they might pull something out and get Scherzer or get someone crazy like a Aroldis Chapman or something. I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, number 12 for them. 13, the Reds. I mean, the Reds came out of a series win over St. Louis. The pitching staff really have to step it up if they do want to make a playoff push, but it's going to be very tough with the Dodgers and the Padres and the rest of the AL East and their own division, with the Cardinals and stuff. So yeah, they just traded for Luis Cessa and Justin Wilson. I can tell you Luis Cessa is a pretty darn good pitcher. Not the best things you've stuff, but he has a pretty good slider. He has a pretty good fastball as well. So he will probably help the bullpen make a push for something. Number 14, the Blue Jays. I mean, the Blue Jays were looking pretty good to start off the second half, but then they faced the Red Sox and the Mets, which in both series they lost. This team needs serious pitching if they do want to make any noise moving forward. Number 15, I mean, the Yankees. Come on, I mean, there's so much to say about this Yankees team. At least I have got so much to say. I mean, if you guys wanted to make a push for this season, this was the weekend, and y'all go ahead and blow, a no-hitter in the 8th or 7th inning. I'm not sure. I don't remember. To the Red Sox. I mean, what a heartbreaking series. In my opinion, this team should be sellers, but I've seen a lot of people say that they should. That what are they going to sell? Because there's nothing of value on this team. And well, yeah, I sort of see where they're coming from, but these guys should sell everybody that has value, to build for the future. Everybody who isn't named Aaron Judge should be looking their way out of New York, and that's just my opinion. But Cashman and the rest of the crew are thinking other things, as we've heard reports that the Yankees are in Trevor Story, Max Scherzer, and Joey Gallo and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, guys. Number 16, the Angels. I mean, the Angels, props to the Angels. They built above 500 team. They're hovering right above 500, which is pretty good for them. Although, they have been carried by Shohei Ohtani. 17, Cleveland. Cleveland in July has been 7-13 with a negative 25 run differential. Guys, this team is just fading, and they're fading fast. They're just falling further and further behind the AL Central, and the AL Central. Sorry about that. One football was interrupting me. 18, the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals are just a pretty average team right now. They're hovering right around 500. They haven't gone 4 games below 500, nor do they have gone 1 game above 500. So these guys are probably just gonna stay average. At number 19, I have the Cubs. I mean, the Cubs are like sellers. This is probably the last week with that 2016 core, so fans get as much pictures and as much memory as you can in this next final week. 20, the Braves. The Braves continue to struggle. They want to push, but I don't know if this team is capable of pushing for the wild card series in the NL, in the National League in general. 21, the Nationals. The Nationals are 5-15 since July. And they're looking to trade everyone except for Juan Soto. Juan Soto is a once-in-a-generational talent, so I get why they want to do that. But Trey Turner isn't too old, and could be a solid pillar in that rebuild that the Nationals are going through. But I'm not the Nationals, so I don't know. 22, the Tigers. They had a 7-game winning streak, but then got swept. Probably it's the Tigers got swept. 23, the Royals. The Royals are 5-0. Pretty good stretch of baseball. They're coming off of sweeping the Detroit Tigers, who I just mentioned. But yeah, I got them just lower than them. 24, the Marlins. Marte, Aguilar, and Yimi Garcia, should be sold. They're playing pretty well right now, and could be a good piece for any contenders right now. 25, another probably trade piece that would be good to a contender. Harvey's playing really well these past two starts, and I don't know if he's gonna get dealt, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does. 26, Twins. 27, Pirates. 28, Rockies. 29, Rangers, and 30, D-backs. These teams are all pretty bad, and should be selling everything with value at the trade deadline. Next week we will have winners and losers of the trade deadline, if you guys are interested in that. Also, Liga MX kit rankings are probably going to be coming out tomorrow, which is Friday. When this goes up, it's going to be Thursday. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, you guys should subscribe and like and whatever. 100% of you guys that watch the videos are not subscribed. So subscribe if you guys are new, and well, yeah, see you guys next time. Take care.